Hi, welcome back to Small Talk Queens. I'm Megan.
I'm Kelly.
Episode 70.
We're at 70 already?
We're at 70 already.
No
It says 71 because we had that one video dad back at Christmas time last year.
No shit, we're at 70.
And our 100th subscriber from the other week, and I couldn't remember her. I forgot to write her name down. No, I think she's still there. Was Lorinda, if I'm spelling that correctly, saying that correctly, Lorinda. Welcome. Hopefully we have not turned you off by now. And then we have 100. We have a new one. We have 101, but there's no name with that one. Not everybody has it. It's like a. I don't know. I don't understand.
Like, I didn't realize. I
can be
thought
like
you had to
public
give yourself a name.
Private.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know how the fuck it works. Look, I don't know how the fuck it works. So okay, there it is. So we're not for everybody. We have foul mouths, and if you are offended by it or just don't like it, then just thank you for tuning in, and out. Turn us off and just go away.
Look at our shirts.
And we don't need to hear. We're both very
patterned
today. Yeah, I had to go back and make sure I wasn't wearing this. This was on a pile on the floor. And
Listen.
I put it on. Look, I have
Ew.
it's clean. It's my pile of clean clothes to be put away.
Ew.
Why is it? Ew, my floor's not dirty.
I don't know.
Go fuck yourself. My floor is not dirty.
Listen up,
Ew.
folks. I don't have enough clothing to change outfits all the time. Like, you're going to see me in repeats. I just don't. I have a uniform. It's called an Under Armour t-shirt and a pair of sweats. I don't know.
Right. Okay. All right. So welcome. If you don't like swears, adios.
Wow. We have more words.
Right. I do. Yes. Well, we finished Vera. So Joe and I sadly finished Vera and started a new show called Shetland.
Shetland, as in like a Shetland pony?
Yes, Shetland is an area in Scotland.
Yeah, I think I knew that. That's where
Well,
the
thank
comes
Christ for the fucking subtitles. Because just when I thought that Vera I couldn't understand.
the Scottish.
Oh
you
my
can't
God.
understand.
I'm like, what the fuck did they just rewind it? I missed I rewind it so I can go back and read what they said because I missed it. So, and Sarah, thank you for sending me the thing you sent me, which I read while on vacation. It's new words that are there's no English translation. Like if there's Scottish words, there's no English, but some of them are really good.
Why don't you send that to me?
I'm trying to get like things like back. Like now I'm back from vacation. There's a lot going on. Right? So I'm going to talk about vacation. But let's do our English language, British, whatever the fuck it's called. Okay. Hang on.
British English.
Here we go. Because I love this. I love new terms. Doorstepped. This is great. If you're doorstepped.
Someone mistreated you, wiped their feet on you.
It's the pop-in.
Oh,
It's the UK version of the pop-in.
That's hysterical.
Right? Doorstep. They were doorstep. Someone just showed up on the doorstep. Doorstep. I like that. I like that better than the pop-in. And if we've mentioned this before, but if you're looking for a very funny thing about the pop-in, it's what's his name?
Sebastian Maniscalco, the comedian.
The comedian. It is fucking
last name
funny.
right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to say his last
He
name.
nailed it. It's from years ago. Like it's one of his first routines,
Right.
and it's
doing like an
hilarious.
army crawl. When it hits the floor, an army crawl. It's like peeks out the
Hilarious.
window. The Entenmann's for anyway.
Especially if you grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, you absolutely know what a pop-in is. I don't know when people decided like that a pop-in or doorstep isn't appropriate anymore.
I don't know.
Like that you want to call
who does
ahead.
it? I mean, I don't like. Did this happen in all communities? Like, because we grew up like Dad's family was big.
No, I think
and
it
they
did.
lived. The brothers and sisters lived nearby, and so people just popped the fuck in.
Yeah.
I mean, with Dad, we'd pop in, like at Uncle Glenn's house, like down the road, like all the time.
Well, that's
for a cup
different.
of
Like you
coffee.
could pop into my house,
But
we're
I
talking
never
about,
do.
Like, friends.
I mean, I never pop into your house without calling you first.
Well, that's because you never know what you're going to end up with at our house.
But I just don't. Like, I just don't. I don't know. I think now also with the cell phone.
Yeah.
It's just a quick text like, "Hey, are you home? I was gonna stop by." Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or I don't need to see you. I can just FaceTime you.
Or that too, right? Oh my neck. Here we go. Turfed out. If you're turfed out,
Exhausted?
kicked out.
Kicked out.
Like off the turf. Kicked out.
Kicked out. You're turfed
Right?
out. You're turfed out.
Do you know? I think we talked before. Did I tell you? Did you learn what twitchers were?
No.
Twitchers. What do you think a twitcher is?
Someone that's nervous?
Right. So Joe and I went back and forth on this. Bird watchers, twitchers, because they were talking about a pair of twitchers, and I was like, twitch. So it's a bird. It's people who bird watch.
Oh, I'm gonna call out somebody. Sarah Endress, my friend out in Bloomington, Indiana. She's a big birder. There you go. There's a new term. Bird watcher.
Sarah, you're a twitcher.
Twitcher.
But see, I pictured someone that was strung out when they first said twitcher.
I figured just somebody nervous.
I was thinking of what do we call it?
You got a twitch.
What do we call them? Someone who's like strung out, like a
crazy person?
like a drug addict.
Britney Spears? I don't know.
Right? Christ. The other thing, so this is one, because here we say, like, I was just saying, like, who wears the pants in the family, but there they say, wear the trousers.
Wear the trousers.
Which I just love. I love the word trousers.
I know. It's so much better than slacks.
I know,
Can
right?
you imagine if you said he wears the slacks in the family?
Right. If you have the front to do something, if you have front.
The balls?
Yeah. Right? So I was like, they kept saying it, and I was understanding. I'm like, so it's like in place.
So it's like a frontal. It's like a frontal nudity.
It's like courage. You have courage, but here we would say like that really takes some balls. But then it was like that takes a lot of front. Here we just say that takes balls.
Does it come from like frontal nudity? Like
I don't know where it came from. Get a wiggle on. Oh my God! Get a wiggle on.
Wiggle on.
Get a wiggle on.
Get a move on.
Yeah, hurry up. Get a wiggle on.
Some of these are getting easy, thank God.
I might have also done some of these before. Steady on. I feel like that's like a war term.
Keep going.
Calm down.
Steady on.
Steady on. Calm down.
We could all use some of that. But...
Okay, steady. A punch up.
A punch up. I called you. I hit you up.
A punch up. A fight.
Oh, a punch up.
A fight. Right?
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Oh, I didn't put the crown on. God damn it. It's okay. I'll just do a couple more. Here's one. A bap.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's a fucking soft roll.
No.
A bap. I had to look.
Where does that come from?
It's what it's called. Type BAP. A bap. Soft bread roll in parts of UK. Bap.
I don't know.
It's just like a bread roll. Yeah.
I don't know. I could use a bread roll right now. A good bread roll.
I had some goddamn good bread in the South. I can't even.
I've never met a piece of bread I didn't like.
I have. I wish I didn't. We talk about oi. I mean, oi, like they.
Oy vey?
Like oi. No, like it's an aggressive way to say get someone's attention. Like oi. Do you know when I learned it from watching Ted Lasso?
Oh.
Because
I think I've heard that before.
What's his name says oi all the time. I love it.
Oi.
I mean, right? But now it's like I need to start saying it because it's better than hey.
Well, around here, oi is gonna make oi is like as in oy vey, so which is Yiddish.
Do oi when I'm like agitated. Like if someone's like being annoying, I'm like in my mind I'm like oi. Like just like that's like
right. If there's a lot
of
drama,
or if I fuck something up, I'm like oi.
If there's a lot of drama, I go oy vey.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Really, it's like motherfucker. You
well,
don't say,
there's
I've
that
never heard
too.
you say,
there's that too. No, if I'm out with people
okay.
and I'm not dropping the MFer, which I have a story about, by the way.
Okay, I can only imagine. Do you fancy a brew? I just think it's a much nicer way of asking someone if they want a coffee or a tea.
Oh, no, I like that.
And I don't know.
Fancy. And I love the word fancy, like how the British use it. There you go.
I feel it's such a nicer language.
Yeah.
Last
night,
they
say loo and we say bathroom. I mean, bathroom is like,
right? Restroom, bathroom.
Loo just sounds, but maybe they don't like loo. Maybe they're so used to saying loo for the bathroom. Like, you know how when you say something a lot, like, or you just, it brings up a connotation of like, you know, someone taking a pee or something. So when we say bathroom, that's what I think of. When I say loo, I don't think of that because I don't associate loo with the bathroom because it's not part of my vernacular. Is that the word I want? Part of my
no,
vocabulary?
We didn't cover that in kindergarten when I taught vernacular.
I don't even know what it is.
Well, so we were watching Shetland last night, right? And here's me. I was like the Shetland pony.
Yeah. Do they have a wee Shetland pony?
So
Shetland pony.
Right. Sarah, I love you, and your grandbaby is fucking darling,
adorable.
Oh my God, what? The wee Violet. I was like,
oh my God,
I love it. The word wee. I mean, I really need to figure out how to appropriately just
start using it.
Give me a wee cup of coffee or
that sounds stupid.
A wee cup of wine. Or,
no, wee.
I'm never having a wee cup of wine.
I think wee is supposed to be used for like a live object, like the wee donkey, the wee baby.
No, like a wee vacation. Sarah says like a wee
really?
holiday. A wee holiday.
Oh,
I also like holiday. So last night we're
watching.
Well,
they really have holiday over there. Like they fucking take 6 weeks off in like the middle of the year and shit. I think
Europeans have it the
I know.
right way. We're doing it wrong. So last night we're watching Shetland. We just started it last night. Watched the first 1.5 episodes. Love it. I think I googled like great British like cop shows or something.
Oh, it's a cop show.
Coppers. It's a detective investigator. They use a lot of acronyms, and I'm like, what the fuck is that position? I don't know. I forget. But Shetland came up. And so the one girl who does like the photography of like the crime scene and stuff, like some forensic stuff, she shows up and she has braces. And the one girl says to her, what's up with the brace? So brace, not braces. So here we call them braces. There it's brace. But then she was talking. She was like picking something out of him later, and she's telling her boss like, because they're like, why do you bother with? He's like, why do you bother with a brace? And she's like, because I don't want Scottish teeth. I want nice American teeth.
Wow.
It's like, oh my God. I
mean,
howled.
They're notorious. Sorry, Sarah, and anybody else from over there across the pond. But I mean,
it's time to offend you.
The Brits are known for
the
bad teeth because of the lack of oranges or something.
Overseas, I just think people don't. Braces probably are not.
I don't know, but my husband has horrendously bad teeth.
They just crack and fall the fuck apart.
And
it's really
not.
something.
And it's not because he does not have good dental hygiene. John will kill me. He has excellent dental hygiene. It's just the genetics of it that the dentist said, because we have the same dentist, and your dentist is like, your husband's teeth are really bad.
It's really,
and he's like,
amazing.
He goes, you can tell he's of Irish descent.
Well, Joe's Irish, and his teeth are great. He doesn't have a single fucking cavity.
Walker is like part. Well, I was because I told the dentist he was Irish, but like Irish and British. I mean, Walker is English, maybe Scottish. I don't know, but it's from over there, and I don't know how. But teeth are bad.
Is that why on Harry Potter, when Hermione says her father was a dentist, they all just look at her?
I guess.
Because why wouldn't you know what a dentist, even though they're witches and wizards, why wouldn't you know what a dentist is? Well, maybe that's why. Maybe it was like a little bit of humor.
Oh, okay.
Like, because of the teeth.
I never understood that line in the movie. And then
it just now dawned on me.
What does your father do or whatever? And she's like, well, he's a dentist.
She's at Slughorn's dinner party.
Right, and what does Slughorn say? Because somebody had a question.
Was it a dangerous job?
Yeah, and she's like, well, yeah, you got bit once.
Right, in there, yeah. So now that I think about it, I think maybe that was supposed to be a joke.
Okay, well, it makes sense now.
Who knew?
I still like Slughorn's.
I love Slughorn.
Whatever that thing is.
When
the
spider died?
Eulogy.
Yeah, the eulogy over whatever the fuck the spider's name was that I should know and I can't remember.
We've watched it a million times.
I can't retain names. So I have a product. I have two product updates here. Oh. One, I've decided that I love the whatchamacallit makeup. What's the makeup that I'm using? The Laura Geller.
Laura Geller.
I've decided
Laura.
Laura. I didn't say Lori. I said Laura. I like the Laura Geller. It really held up nicely when I was sweating my ass off in fucking Africa heat in Louisiana this past week.
Unseasonably hot.
Of course, we go, and I'm being told by our family there that it's unseasonably warm this spring. But now this week, since we left, I went from 91 degrees, a fucking rainstorm came through, and then and it cooled it down from like 91 to like 55. It was a drastic. I was not prepared for the 55. We're walking around. I was okay because I'm moving around. I'm sweating out my alcohol and salt from the day before.
Was it still humid when it was?
Oh yeah, yeah. And then you get like a gust of wind. It was kind of nice or whatever.
Dries you out.
Then we went on the alligator tour, on the swamp tour, and I was frozen. I was fucking I was like, oh, we took raincoats. I made raincoat. My hood's up, and I'm like, oh my God, I could not possibly be any colder. And now this week, now it's beautiful. It's like in the 70s. But the makeup
That's
held
why
up.
I am going when it is verified cold.
It's never verified cold.
No, but colder. Like, I'm not going in fucking August. You couldn't pay me $1 million.
But you're not outside. Like, we weren't outside. Other than the swamp tour in New Orleans, we weren't outside. I
still like to walk out of my door into my car and break out in swamp
all the places we went to
or
in
get
New
out
Orleans,
of my car and go to the store and break out in swamp ass.
We were actually cold. Like, Joe had to put his jacket on the one night at dinner. Thank God he had it with him. Because, they have a lot of cold air blowing. So like once you're inside.
Can you imagine that AC bill?
Right. Well, speaking of AC, so we're on the top floor of this old hotel, this cute little quaint little whatever
in New Orleans.
And which is interesting. Some people say New Orleans, and some people say New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Right.
I have to think about that.
New Orleans. I always say New Orleans, never New Orleans.
Whatever.
Anyway. But people that live there, I heard both from people there.
Or anyway. NOLA. Let's just call it NOLA.
That's the easier. Sorry, it's springtime. Fucking springtime. Springtime. We got the fucking yard work going on.
It doesn't matter what day of the week either.
I can't. Well, so when we were visiting, Uncle Bradley told me that they do the lawns in his neighborhood on like the 2 days a week or whatever. They do it on this day and this day.
Yeah, it makes sense.
We have it here every fucking
day.
Because
can you imagine the community would be in a complete uproar if they were told they could only mow lawns on like Tuesdays and Thursdays or something?
Well, also I think they have like a service or whatever. I don't know. I didn't
ask.
I didn't inquire. I didn't inquire about that, but I am intrigued about it now. Anyway, so we're in the South. It was brutally hot. And my makeup held up nicely. The other thing, thank Christ for Lumi. That's all I can say.
For those of you who don't know, it's like all over body deodorant.
I even gave it to Joe for his feet. I'm like, rub this on your feet.
Oh,
I mean, literally.
I hope you didn't take it back. I wouldn't be rubbing that on my...
You squeeze it out of a fucking tube.
Oh, I have the solid. I like the solid.
Squeeze it out of a tube. Fuck that. Squeeze it out of the tube. But it held up. All but the one day. It really held up. That one day was, we got back and I'm like, I'm fucking ripe and I apologize. But my ass is tired and a little bit drunk and I'm just going the fuck to bed.
I'm ripe.
I'm like, sorry, Joe, I can't. Like, I mean, normally I would have gotten in the shower, but I'm like, I can't do it. I have to just lay the fuck down. I walked like 4 miles today and I'm going to lay down. And the sidewalk.
I hate to get in bed after I've been all swampy.
I hated it. I couldn't. But so the air conditioning, that's what I was going to say. We're on the top floor. We're on the 5th floor. And there's a thermostat on the wall, but it's just for funsies. Like, it's just for, like, decoration. Because it didn't actually fucking do anything.
It's to make you think.
The AC ran out of a vent at the top of the wall. And so, like, it blew, like, straight across. Like, it was on top, like, right below the ceiling. And it never fluctuated. So I'm like, it's just set to whatever in the building. It was cooler in the fucking hallway than it was in our room. So finally, I call maintenance. I'm like, okay, look. We need to cool this fucker down. Like, this needs to... There was something else. It was just the hotel phone was just for funsies too. Because I picked it up.
Was it even hooked up?
I picked it up to call the front desk. I kept pushing the button, and I just kept hearing the dial tone like nothing happened, and then I was hostile. Then I had to get on my phone.
Wait,
look
who were you trying to call?
The front desk to tell them to come fucking adjust the. Oh no! Wait, was that it? The towels. I forget which. Because one day we came back, the maid had taken our towels but didn't give us fresh towels. Maybe that's why I didn't shower that night. I don't know.
Well, they ran out because there were so many people.
So we had not anticipated spring break. All the college students that go there on the weekends because you can pretty much just drink even if you're not 21. The bartender explained, like, you can't serve someone who's under 21, but if you don't know they're under 21, the legal age is 21, but if you don't card them, then you don't know. I guess, I don't really understand.
I guess they don't really have any liquor control board there.
People were just walking around fucking smashed. So this was a very different experience than I had when I went at 30 in February. And that was for the end of Mardi Gras. That was really tame, I think, because it was the middle of the week and it was February compared to what the weekend was like, which was like thousands of people, a lot of kids, drunk. Like, we got to New Orleans, right? And Joe and I are hurrying to get the car back.
So it's like a college town.
Yes, with a bunch of other people. With a bunch of sightseers mixed in. So, a bunch of adults mixed in. So, we go to take the car back, right? And so first there's a dead rat. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh.
It was so gross. The first thing I saw out of the car, I'm like, fuck, that's so gross.
Was it smashed?
Squished, yes, it was awful. It was fucking awful. It was right there. I was like, oh, great.
How big was it?
6 inches, 8 inches. Look, too big. It was disgusting.
It was not a Mutant Ninja Turtle one.
It was. You couldn't see the head.
The rat. What was the rat's name in Mutant?
I don't know. Look,
it was a samurai or something. He was.
Anyway, we returned the car and we're in the Uber, it set us to this like. It's hot. Let me remind you that it's hot. I had like a 3/4 length sleeve shirt on, right, for whatever, because I was like in the car with the air conditioning. I fucking can't. I swear to Christ. Give me the patience. So it sends us to a drive share area. The rental car return was by the convention center in New Orleans.
Oh.
So we do a pickup, and we didn't know like you could move the pin. We didn't know that you can like move the little thing.
Yeah, I don't know how any of that shit works.
I don't know either. The Uber driver told us after we fucking hoofed it several blocks.
With mom and dad?
No, mom and dad. We dropped them at the hotel, literally ran upstairs, dropped off our luggage, got the guy to turn the car around for us in the little, they have valet, and it's like literally like the size of this porch. And there are 3 cars in there. I looked at him, I'm like, the fuck do you do this? I'm like, oh my God, like we're gonna smash this up. He's like, oh, I got this. He told the other guy, I don't even know. We get there, turn the car, we're in the Uber, but we had to hoof it. I have no cane. I'm sweating. I've got cankles, for Christ's sake, because I have days of heat and salt and sugar and alcohol. And I'm like gimping along, and I'm like, we're at like D, and we have to get to G.
Oh God, I would have cried.
Joe was like, you're fucking kidding me. I'm like, oh my God. And we have to get there because the Uber is coming, so we have like only a few minutes to get there. We get there.
They don't have a people mover?
No, we're outside.
I know,
Think of
but
like
you would
walking
think,
like
I know,
downtown Philadelphia
but you should,
in 90 degrees.
People walk
Right,
around.
hoofing it.
I would have been so pissed off.
Well, and we had a dinner reservation, so we're like, this is like lickety split. Like, we gotta get the car back, get back to the hotel, get changed,
I would have
get the
been
sweat off of me.
pissed.
And so I had like sweat running down my legs because I had Lumi
She
all
sent-
over every
she
other
sent
part
me
of
a
my
pic-
body.
She sent me a picture of the cankle and the sweat beads.
It has to. The sweat had to come out somewhere. So every place where I did not have Lumi, it just so basically it came out like the tops of my arms and like down my shins because I had fucking deodorant rubbed in everywhere else on my body, on the back of my neck. Oh my god, my hair is a mess. I looked like I was homeless. I mean, it like knotted up underneath every day.
Got all nappy.
I straightened it every morning with the hair dryer. I walked outside and just went to shit. I'm like, you can't even tell that I fucking straightened it. Why do I bother? Anyway.
Oh, you did the Monica hairdo. I'm gonna find that picture.
The guy tells us then. He's like, where were you? Like, or whatever. We were returning the car at the Hertz place, which was blocks away. He's like, oh, you could have moved it. I could have picked you up right there in the corner. You could have moved the pin. Like, we need to learn how to fucking move the pin.
Did you lose it? I would have like maybe cried.
No, he was very nice. But so he's driving us along, and we see this girl, and she's just standing there with these two guys at the intersection. This is like 4:30 in the afternoon, 4:15, 4:30 in the afternoon.
Wait, here's Megan's hair. There's Megan's hair.
Yeah,
the Monica
It was pretty
episode.
much. I had it pulled back a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty much like that on Friends. Yeah. So we're sitting there at the traffic light, and these two guys, and they have those big long tubes like that we can drink out of, you know. And she's like, and then like just like squats down because she can't wait for the light anymore. So she's gonna squat there until the light changes, and the light changes, and she stood up and walked. She just couldn't stand any longer.
Did she actually sit or just squat?
She just squatted down.
Ew, because sitting on the sidewalk.
No,
oh,
she squatted down.
Well, they shouldn't take a shit.
I can't talk about the poop on the sidewalk. I mean, I was.
Are you sure it was human
Yeah.
or a big dog?
No. It was right after we had been to a breakfast buffet. I can't even.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, ooh,
Did it
ooh.
smell?
And I turned around and yelled
Did it
back.
smell?
I yelled back. I'm like, to mom and dad, like, poop. And then
Mom told me you were driving.
and I'm like, I was driving, like in Four Christmases, like the Vince Vaughn thing, like, oh my god, like I can't be around it. So I finally like get my shit together and we get past it, and then there was diarrhea on the sidewalk, and I'm like, ooh, like I'm gonna be sick. Oh, hang on, I gotta gag. I can't.
Mom didn't tell me the whole story. She's just like, Megan was dry heaving.
I was dry heaving. Joe moved out of the way. And I was like, I'm gonna throw. I can't even talk about it. I can't talk about it.
Well, I mean, we have.
It was so gross. It was.
It happens here in Philly too, but not quite like that.
It was so gross. Anyway.
Well, I mean, in San Francisco, they have an app. I think we've talked about this before,
Yeah.
where you report, like Google, where there's an accident or something.
Human
you report
excrement?
Human excrement, because there's such a homeless
Well,
population.
remind me not to go there.
But no, you don't want to. I mean, it's true. This woman who's a doctor showed me the app she downloaded. What, do they not have that for New Orleans? We should Google.
I didn't check. That was the only time I saw poop on the sidewalk. FYI.
I want to see you.
Oh, and also the
it's
first
like
night
hot,
we're there,
so it's like baking.
it was cool that morning. Thank Christ. So what else? So what was I gonna say? Also, we're going to dinner, and there's a giant smashed cockroach, and I'm like, oh my god. There was a lot. There's a lot going on. Thank God we didn't actually see any other rats.
Was the cockroach in the restaurant or out there?
It was just on the sidewalk, like near the hotel, whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what Renee had in the house, and she used.
I'm pretty sure they're just like
must be.
everywhere. Yeah. I
she
mean,
used the whole can of Raid.
Yeah. It's you get them, and
it didn't kill it.
Okay. No, we saw a thing on like 60 Minutes one time or something. Like the cockroaches will like outlast like the atomic bomb or something.
Oh yeah, I mean,
fuck. So we're in the Uber getting back to the hotel, our first night there in New Orleans. We had been to Baton Rouge to see family, which we had a lovely time, and then New Orleans was hot and different than it had been when I was there, and the sidewalks were crowded, and there's a lot of people. It was very loud.
And poo.
But we saw on the top of this building, they were advertising Paul Simon was there, so like that weekend that we were there. So we get back to the hotel, get changed, get cleaned up, go to the hotel bar. I fucking slugged a martini because it was time, and then like politely drank another one slowly. Made friends with the bartender. He was chatting up with me and Joe. He lived in Philly at one point. So anyway, we're friends with the bartender most places we go. So mom and dad come down, so we're having a drink before dinner, and we're saying like Paul Simon was in town, and we're both like, oh, we'd like to see Paul Simon. So Joe looked it up, and there were tickets available. We had good tickets too. We had good
you had
seats.
great seats. Yeah,
we had great
from what
seats.
the pictures showed.
Well, Dad's seat kind of sucked because he was on the end.
Oh.
So like he could see, but then like Paul Simon had a huge band with him.
Oh.
Like a huge percussion thing. The one percussionist, they played things that looked like glass birdhouses. I don't know what the fuck that was. They were all different shapes, and he like conked them or something. I don't know what the fuck
I have
they
two
were.
percussionists in my house. I'll have to ask them.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Maybe at the fucking Nutcracker. Anyway, I can't. Oh,
what are you talking about a Nutcracker for?
I think at the Nutcracker we saw the thing.
Oh.
With the glass birdhouse.
I thought you meant the
percussion.
mower.
So I gave Gladys, I didn't like her Easter egg anymore. So I had to fight her into this dress because the neck hole wasn't, I have to cut it to get it off of her.
Oh my
But I thought she should have bunny ears, and I brought out the duck that I have inside.
Who makes these? That's
The Anna Lee.
The Anna Lee. They're a little scary.
Don't touch the feathers, they disintegrate. The attic is not friendly to these
It
feathers.
kind of looks like it has wings, but it's
Well, it does have wings, it's a fucking duck.
No, but I meant like angel wings.
My God, I can't.
You know, like
Fucking duck.
flappers.
Anyway.
I was gonna call them flappers.
So let me think. Other highlights and moments. We came
You
out.
have to talk about Swamp Tour.
The what?
Swamp.
Oh, I haven't gotten there yet. Well, we went to see. We went to had a lovely lunch at an inn at an old plantation, and the gardens were free to walk around. The gardens were really nice. And then on the way to New Orleans, we, our cousin's husband told us that to take like the river to go along the Mississippi instead of taking the highway, which also the roadways, it's just all bridge, it's all raised roads over water, which I'm like stroking out. Joe and Dad both times there and out coming home, going to Baton Rouge and leaving Baton Rouge, they saw a dead alligator on the side of the road and one that was just hanging out. Both times was like the one time I picked up my phone for something and then missed it. Both fucking times. Other times,
It's like deer.
I
We
just
got
had the phone
roadkill
down.
of deer here because
We don't know because they sit still, so I don't know if they don't know if they were dead.
They have their mouth
or,
open?
Well, they weren't upside down, so they were either just.
Oh, when they're
hanging
upside
out.
down, do they?
I don't know. Like
Little
a possum?
arms,
I don't
little
know.
arms.
I don't know. Little legs. So we took the river. Went along the river to see, and we were seeing other plantations. And it's kind of like though when you visit the concentration camp. I mean, we didn't pay to go in or do anything, and it's interesting to see and it's interesting to remember. But it's also like horrific,
Right.
Like we're sitting there, like, and they have the slave cabins still there. If you can tour them, and you pay to go on the tour.
Is it a historical site?
Yeah, they're plantations. Yes.
But I meant like the government owns it. It's a
So
historical
I don't know
site,
who. Right.
So it's
so
preserved.
I don't know. I think the money just goes to the preservation of it. I don't know. But like we're in the parking lot, like looking at the wall because we didn't have time to get out and like tour it. Plus, Joe and I didn't really have any interest in that. Because like
Mom and Dad wanna go?
we're sitting there, we didn't have time anyway. We didn't
How
have time.
much was it to tour it?
I don't know. We didn't get out of the car. I don't know. But I'm like, look at the trees are beautiful. And then it dawned on me. I was like, how old is the tree? How many fucking people have been hung from that tree? What kind of atrocities, human atrocities, have occurred here? Let's go. And then like that, I was like, it just
That was the end of
ruined
it.
it. Like Joe, like we're both like horrified, like
Out of here.
thinking of all the awful things that happened there. I mean, yeah, it's beautiful. And like Joe said, because someone said, Mom or Dad said, oh, what a beautiful house. And Joe was like, yeah, you can have really nice things when you have people doing free labor for you.
Yeah.
So,
Well, unfortunately, it's part of our history.
well, it's part of
and
our
it
history,
was
which
a
is
long, long
important.
time
There were
ago.
field trips and one. Oh my
Hopefully-
God!
hopefully
Speaking
we've
of field
learned
trips,
from it.
right? But still, it was like when we visited Dachau. It was kind of like,
Yeah.
this is not like okay.
No.
Like, oh, look at the pretty flowers. Oh, but over here is the slave cabin. Like, it's not like. It's kind of like I don't know.
I think it's disrespectful to take pictures too, but that's just my opinion. Not having visited.
Yeah, I mean, we did
plantation
not take pictures. We I
anything
have
like-
toured a plantation in South Carolina. I think it was the Boone Plantation where they filmed part of
Oh.
Gone with the Wind.
We saw that. Yeah, when we were.
Yeah. But like I mean, I did take pictures of the garden at the one place. First of all, the place we went to, I thought, because it was called Hummus House, Houmas. I look, everything's French. Hummus House, we'll go with Hummus House Estate. And I wasn't thinking, apparently it was a plantation. I didn't realize that while we were there. Like we went, there was an inn. There were the animals on the wall that I sent you pictures of.
Oh, I wondered what those were.
Like in the lobby, whatever.
And there were peacocks.
We had a
walking
lovely.
around.
There were live
Why
peacocks.
were the peacocks there?
The gardens were lovely, and I didn't find out until later because I thought it was just like an estate. It didn't.
Right.
It didn't have the word plantation
Right.
attached to it, but maybe every estate there was a plantation. I don't know. Look, But the gardens were free to tour, and they were beautiful, and I took pictures, and they had the bar was really cool, the restaurant was really cool. I relearned that I don't like mint juleps. I knew I'd had one before. So here we are at lunch, right? While in Rome, I'm going to have a mint julep. This is very exciting.
It didn't even come. Mom showed me a picture. It didn't come in the right glass.
I don't even know what's supposed to come in. I didn't think it was the right glass.
No, it comes in a mint julep.
Like a different, like a round. Let me see. It came in like a whatever.
And it's supposed to be metal. Like,
it is?
Yeah, it's not supposed to be glass.
Okay, well look.
If you follow like the horse races, that's where they have the mint juleps.
I know that I've had one, and I don't remember when or where.
What's in it? Gin?
No.
Okay.
It tasted like whiskey. I don't look. Whatever it was, I sucked it down in 2 drinks because I was horrified. Cups. Yeah, no, it didn't.
And I have some. I use them as a vase. See?
Oh yeah. No, it didn't come in that. It came in a glass, like just a straight glass.
It's actually called a mint julep glass.
Okay. Well, I took one drink of it. I was like, oh. Now I remember why I don't like mint juleps. So then I had the whole thing.
Who drank it?
Someone else. I think maybe Joe. Someone else offered to. I think maybe Joe offered to take. Someone else offered to drink it if I didn't want it. I'm not going to waste it either for $16. I'm going to drink the fucking thing. It could have been 12. Look, right? So it might have been. It was either 2 or 3. I finished it. I just sucked it through the straw. I was like, put it down and gagged a little bit, and then ate something, and then picked it back up and sucked it out a little bit more, and then gagged a little bit.
Was there any mint taste?
Finished it off. Yeah. It wasn't muddled though. It was just I squished it down with my straw and kind of stirred it. I don't know if it's supposed to be muddled. What's the drink with rum and you muddle the mint in it? I like those. Mojitos. I could not fucking think of that. I've been trying to think of that for days. Thank you. Christ. I like mojitos. But anyway, so what else? We saw Paul Simon.
Swamp.
Well, Swamp Tour was cool with the crocodiles. The guy though spoke like heavy Cajun accent. He was very hard to understand.
Cajun mixed with Southern.
It's like Cajun is like a French dialect.
Right, but it's like, don't they also have like...
So first I was like, I don't know if this is a deep Louisiana accent or what, and then it's Cajun. There was a girl, Joe and I went to this shady little bar across the street from our hotel, which we've been eyeing up all week. They had a fucking telephone on the wall, like a payphone.
That's like
with a sign on it.
That's an antique.
Right. So Joe, I'm like, do you think
does it work?
Yes. Joe, they had a sign on it saying, "Please limit calls to 5 minutes," and it took nickels, dimes, and quarters. So Joe went over and picked it up, and there was a dial tone, which was very exciting.
Who are you calling on that?
Right. So then, it's like, who am I going to call? I don't.
It's like a bubblegum machine.
But it worked. Then it rang, because then it rang, and I'm like, oh my god, it rings. So people get calls on this. But the bartender answered it with the cordless behind the bar.
No, I think that's great. I'd go over and say.
They had a cigarette machine. Full of cigarettes.
I don't like them, but they remind me of the old-fashioned candy machines where you put
and
you pull
I
the
almost
thing,
wanted to buy a pack just to fucking have it,
Yeah.
to go use it. I used to love to use those. This place made your local VFW look like the fucking Hilton.
Oh,
this place was interesting. And then there was this guy who was like the local lunatic or something. We saw him all day that day. We saw him after
you only
breakfast.
saw him one day?
All day. We saw him after breakfast. We saw him later. He was ranting at the breakfast place. I think he was looking for a job, and the guy was not going to hire him. And then we were leaving the bar, and there was a girl at the bar that was speaking full on Cajun. It was like not English. I don't know how the bartender understood her. I guess if you live there long enough,
you live there.
You're used to it. Not a word came out of her mouth that I could understand.
You have a lot of problems with that. Like, you've got the Scottish, the Irish. Now you got the.
Joe couldn't understand her either.
I know. I'm just saying,
just a hearing thing.
You're encountering a lot of
dialects that are not common to the ear. Anyway,
you need bourbon.
So what
for the mint julep? It's Kentucky,
I told you it was
Kentucky straight
whiskey,
bourbon,
whatever. Yes, it was horrible.
Ooh. And it says gently muddle the mint, so they fucked that up.
I did it with my straw.
They're supposed to.
Anyway, look. So what was I about? Bar, right? So we see this guy. He had a Mahomes shirt on. He was in red shorts and a red shirt, Mahomes shirt. We saw him all day. All fucking day we see him. So we go to leave, and I missed this completely. I wasn't paying attention because the bar stools were really high, and I was trying to safely get off of it. And I guess he was outside. And a lot of the places have shuttered doors like this.
Yeah.
And then there's old, and there's kind of open, and there's several in a row. So there's lots of doorways.
Right.
And this was on the corner, so
that's so they can open it up.
Right, so get the air. Yeah, so multiple doorways. So the guy says to Joe, and I missed it, you can leave out of that door if you want, not this one. He's like, just don't make eye contact, you'll be fine. And I'm like, We get outside and Joe was like, what's happening? Joe was like, the Mahomes guy went by again. I'm like, so he's like the local, like.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Whatever. I did not ride the mechanical bull.
Oh.
Bourbon Street on Friday and Saturday was not a place for us. We went for drinks to this really cool place, and we sat out back. They had a fan blowing right on us. So it was lovely. God. It was beautiful. And we had a couple drinks, and we're leaving, and I've got my cane because I needed, especially on these sidewalks. I'm telling you, these sidewalks were fucking trifling. So, like, where like signposts, like the sign had like broken off or was shaved off and was like up out of the ground, like at an angle. If you fell on that, you're gonna like impale yourself. I mean, like it was broken bricks, missing bricks, holes in the ground. I mean, it was like, and it's an old city. It's an old
can you sue the city if you fall and impale yourself on that?
I don't know, but
that obviously has not met code of some sort. They've got to have a code down there.
I don't know that they have a code. Literally, so Joe walked ahead and would yell back, watch this, and I'd yell back to Mom, and then she'd yell back to Dad. So we come out of the fucking bar that we're at. It was called the Drinkery. It was very nice. There was a live band. It was wonderful. I loved all the live jazz and blues that we got to hear. And I come out and there's two bouncers standing there, and like, Joe's first, then I come out with my cane, and then there's Mom, and then there's Dad, and the bouncer said something like, "Y'all okay?" or something like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I know." I'm like, "We're like the Special Olympics coming out of here." I know. The one bouncer didn't know what to say. The other one fucking howled. It was nice. It was all very nice. It was, but so Bourbon Street was inundated with drunk college students.
I have no tolerance for that. But meanwhile, I was one of those drunk college students.
But they're like everywhere, and they would just like, there was no stop. It didn't matter if someone had a cane or a walking stick. Like, then fuck you, I'm gonna go anyway, right? And the girls were all dressed very scantily clad. Some of them,
like no clothing.
And then some of the Southern girls were dressed. I could tell they were Southern because they were like beautifully dressed. Like they always like a nice dress on, and they weren't dressed like whores. I don't know. So we Bourbon Street, it was so loud, and these big motorcycle weird things would go through with really loud pumping music.
So they actually let traffic go on Bourbon Street, like where there's a lot of foot traffic.
Right? Yeah, like Joe was like, you would think they would just close this off. I could not imagine driving in that city. I mean, it's a bunch of one-way streets. There was construction.
It's like any city
people, then. Like it was, but they're tight streets. Some of them to look. I'm so glad there was no driving around there. I mean, a
friend of mine likes to go to the Jazz Fest there, and I didn't know this. I knew it was annual, but it's 2 weeks. It's always, whenever Easter is, it's always 2 weeks after
Pearl Jam
Easter.
is going to be there. We looked it up. We're not going.
Pearl Jam's going to the jazz concert?
The Jazz Fest.
The Jazz Fest?
They're going to be there. Yeah. Look, there's a lot of bands that are going to be there.
Coachella's here right now.
I mean, it was
going on in California.
The band list, because they had it like up on one of the things. It was impressive. The band list. It was something we're not going, but we looked. Let's see what.
Well, they're probably going to go from Coachella, not Pearl Jam, but some of the artists. Coachella, which is out in California right now, and then or the desert somewhere. I don't know, California, and then down to Jazz Fest. Some of them. Did you eat alligator while you were down there?
Oh yeah, several times. It's good. Haven't you ever had it?
No, but I've heard
they
it
used
tastes
to have
like
it
chicken.
at Spats. It tastes like chicken.
No,
yeah.
Why am I eating it at a restaurant? I'm not eating it. I don't eat wild game.
At the breakfast. I turned it off. At the breakfast buffet the other day. I don't know. Is it on?
I don't know. I just heard something shut off.
It might have shut off. At the breakfast buffet the other day, literally, veal, duck. There was shrimp, but I didn't have any.
Trout?
No, the fuck would they have trout? Andouille sausage. Fried catfish. I mean, I had like a bite of everything.
Did Dad eat the catfish? I don't like catfish.
Yeah, it was little pieces of fried. They look like chicken fingers, but they're fried pieces of
catfish.
Not
eating the catfish.
We had fucking hush puppies everywhere I went. The best place we had them was in Baton Rouge, actually, not in New Orleans. We were rating them. We're like, we have to have them every day. The best ones we had were the first night we were there having dinner with Uncle Bradley, and they were fucking. I mean, I was like, I can't. Like,
you had your crawfish. We need to show a picture of that table of crawfish.
Well, and they burned my lips so bad. My lips were like 3 times the size they normally were. Did not help the cold sore I had going into it. Started to create a new one, and then I'm like, thank God I took the voucher. The pop in the fucking Valtrex. I mean, my lips were on fire. Joe ate one. Poor Joe. He ate one, and that was the end of it. I mean, like,
did it hurt? I mean, was he on fire?
It was very. They were very spicy.
Wait,
very spicy.
I have to show this. So,
You're gonna show my sweat and my cankles.
Sweat and the cankles. Okay, in the hotel room.
That's nice. It's
the
so
shine.
nice.
The shine is the wet. Well, I mean, I came across it.
When I had lotion on too, it didn't help. I just sweated it right down.
Well, thank
my
God
legs.
no stray dog came up and licked you.
Ew. I was terrified of falling on the sidewalk, not so much for injury, but from like filth. Like I just like I was so afraid of like falling on the filthy sidewalk that like whoa. Like I think I probably should sanitize my shoes now that I think about it.
Yeah, you wear them in the house. You gotta talk about this.
I don't wear my fucking shoes.
You gotta
in the
talk
house.
about that.
Oh yeah, I meant to. So who knew? Becky didn't know. I was texting with her this. She had no idea.
Becky know?
There's a fucking live tiger. Excuse me, at LSU.
But why would she know
Louisiana
that?
State University. She didn't. Well, I didn't. Joe knew there was a fucking live tiger.
Oh, I thought you were saying like Becky went to LSU or something.
No, Becky asked how the trip was and she wanted pictures. Friend Becky. So I sent friend Becky pictures. And she's like, oh my God, do they have a live tiger? Yes, they do. Penn State needs to fucking up it. They need a live lion.
They have a real Bengal tiger.
Yeah. We got there right before the kids' field trip. Joe and I saw this group of fucking kids across the street. I'm like, get your hustle on. Get over there before these kids and then they did. And then they were like chasing the lion. And then the lion had like a low growl going on because like the kids wouldn't
It
like,
was
leave
not
it alone.
purring.
It was not purring. Mom got some good pictures.
Here are the crawfish that you ate that first night, that whole plate.
It was ordered for the table. Uncle Bradley peeled them. I cut myself.
I know, you can cut yourself.
Dad cut his lip. I mean, because like, I guess he went to suck one out.
That just looks damn good.
I needed them to be a little less spicy. Like, not like burn my fucking lips off spicy, but like tastefully
slap
spicy.
your mama spicy.
Slap your mama spicy, but not burn my face off.
And here's the tiger. That's Mike.
Mike the tiger. I had no idea that they had a live tiger.
He's caged, and they have a thing over the top so drunken people can't like hop in because he's not in a zoo. He's on campus, right?
He's on the fucking campus. He's across from the stadium.
See, they have a net there. You can see.
Yeah, he's across from the stadium. He had a little pond. He had a bowl to play with.
Because John's like, how do they keep drunk college students from like getting in there?
Heavily fenced. But so I think Penn State needs to get. I feel like we should have a lion.
Penn State needs a mountain lion.
Or just a female lion. The lion looks like a female lion.
Right. It is. It's a lioness.
Yeah.
But you could use a female mountain lion. I mean, I don't think we're bringing
in from. I think if LSU can have one, we should have one.
Well, you have to talk about giant because you have to talk about that.
They have a giant statue also
of the tiger.
Of the tiger, like the lion. And I was like, I wonder if you can get up on that. Well, of course, it was way too high for me. But this little girl on the field trip, she saddled right the fuck up there. And then she's like, it's hot. And she like, put like her jacket down.
Yeah, I mean, it's metal, right?
It's
fucking hot in there. You have to talk about this too.
The king cake.
The king cake
with the. I got the baby doll. I got the fucking baby doll.
It's a big thing in New Orleans. Tell them what it is.
So
it's really for Lent.
They do it for Fat Tuesday. They have like the cake and the baby doll is in there, and then if you get the baby doll,
in your piece of cake,
you have to like. I was told if I got the baby doll, then I had to. Renee told me I had to stay an extra week and bring dessert every night is what I had to do. Oh. So like you're supposed to, I guess like at work she said when they do it like somebody like you are in charge of bringing like dessert like every day for a week or something like that. So I think maybe people do it differently. I don't know.
Yeah, I would hope it bring you like good luck or something. I don't want to just be responsible for bringing
I was so
excited.
I was so excited to have that fucking baby doll. I was like, I hope I get the baby doll.
I mean, it's a mini baby doll.
Michelle went to cut my piece, and the baby doll fell out, and I was like, oh my God, I get a baby doll.
You took it with you like a stuffed animal.
Mom has it. I don't know how Mom got it. Well, Michelle gave me a little Ziploc to put it in, so I carried it around in my purse like for days, and I would take it out and stage it.
There's the baby doll.
We're having drinks. There it is. I got it. So the king cake, you don't know if it's dry or not. So it's best fresh, I was told. Otherwise it's kind of dry.
Yeah, it's not.
It was very good. It had something in it.
I like a moist cake.
It was not moist, but it wasn't dry. It was very good. It was
it's not. I don't think it's made out of like a real
kind of like a
birthday cake,
like a sticky bun pastry would be, where it's not dry but it's not moist, somewhere in between. So she was at the bakery because I'm like, I thought these were only for like Fat Tuesday for Lent, and she said yes, but the bakery said they're so popular they make them for Easter now because people still want them.
You can get them at Whole Foods too. I mean,
I'm
sure
you
can get them other places, but I know across the country, Whole Foods sells the king cakes.
Well, I feel like I need to start incorporating. I said to Joe, from now on we have parties, I'm gonna have to get these baby dolls and like hide one in the food, and like whoever gets it like has to have the next party.
Make sure your house insurance is paid up because if someone like chips a tooth or swallows it on accident.
Well, like hide it like in the bottom of the guacamole or something. Like I'm not baking a fucking cake, but in the bottom of the guac or
sometimes
bottom of a dip.
I don't know if this is a king cake. I thought it was like years ago. I had one and there were other things hidden in it. Like there was the baby doll, and if you got the baby doll, you had like the good luck or whatever. But there were a few other things hidden in there. Non-edibles, obviously.
This is lots of fun. But also, like, the idea of hiding the baby doll, baking it in the oven. Like, is it, like, oven-proof? Like, it's not going to melt and it's not going to get, like, plastic into
I don't know.
the cake?
Maybe
like,
when you take the cake out of the pan, you stuff it up. After it's cooked, you stuff the baby doll
I'm gonna
up
have to
in
Google
it.
it.
Because I think that baby's melting at 350 degrees.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What else did we do? Okay, let me think.
But-
We toured the oldest cemetery in New Orleans. It was fascinating.
What was the oldest date in there?
I don't know. You really couldn't read them, and I couldn't really hear the guy. And then also, he kind of like gets you through there quickly. And then he was talking a bunch of about other stuff that just, I'm like, what do you, like, I couldn't, he would segue and I couldn't like follow like what was going on. So, anyway, so there was that. The Voodoo Queen, Marie, whatever her name is,
you
she's there.
didn't get a voodoo doll?
No, I wanted to check out some voodoo shops, but we didn't really shop. Like, we weren't like on Bourbon Street. Like, we didn't. So we went the other morning after breakfast. I wanted to go see it's called, I thought it was Boot Scootin' Rodeo. And I knew where it was, so we passed it on the way to dinner the first night. Was it open in the morning? No, okay. Unfortunately. Probably on a Saturday it was, but we were not going to go, like, I wasn't doing that. Plus, I figured there were like hordes of people. They were open that night, though, because we saw on our way back from dinner, they were open our last night there. But by then it was like, look, I've got cankles. I'm in a bad way. I'm cold. I can't. Now I'm, you know, like my joints hurt from like the salt and the booze. I can't possibly be climbing onto a fucking mechanical bull and hold. That's like something you do like first night there. But then of course you fuck yourself
then
up.
You ruin the vacation.
And my neck was still in a bad way, so. And it didn't help because I wore the crossbody bag the whole time, so it just like.
You have to switch sides when you have the crossbody bags.
Yeah, but I didn't. So anyway.
Did you have gumbo?
I had gumbo every day. It was fantastic.
And you had jambalaya?
Every day. Every day.
These are my favorite foods. My aunt and uncle used to make it when they would come visit for 2 weeks.
I did not have dirty rice, which really looks like jambalaya. They had it at the buffet, but by then I was like,
no, dirty rice does not look like jambalaya. It is white rice with black pepper in it, dirty, and then calf's liver and like little tiny pieces of calf liver, like ground up calf liver in there. That is how dirty rice is. I'm gonna look it up.
Well, that's not.
That's how my uncle made it. He'd have to cook outside.
He doesn't do that anymore. But so we were told by our cousins that the men in Louisiana, whether they think they can cook or they don't, it's cooking is like a thing. So everybody cooks in the car. There's always another kitchen in the carport, and the men have to cook in the carport.
Well, there's a lot of grease used. I can only imagine. I mean, we love Uncle Bradley. This is not a thing, but you remember when he cooked at our house or Grandma's house?
There's a lot of pots and pans.
Inside, there are lots of pots and pans.
Joe uses a lot of pots and pans. So I'm like, I want to do the cooking. I can do it in less pots and pans.
Oh, well, it does say the dirty rice is like jambalaya.
It looks just like
it's
the jambalaya.
It's a traditional Louisiana Creole dish of white rice cooked with meat, veggies, and spices, resulting in a dirty appearance. Well, I got news for you. Whatever kind of rice they made, and it was called dirty rice, I ate it. Even though it had calf's liver in it, I ate it, and it was damn good.
It was... Okay, so first night there, we went and had seafood and the crawfish. Burn your face off.
Explain the crawfish. Like, there's not a lot of food in the crawfish.
No, it's like the teeniest, tiniest little piece of, like, it's like a little, it's like a shrimp.
Lot of work.
Well, Ms. Ellis, Sharon, you know, she said, because I posted the picture of it, and then she said, like, the reminds her of whatchamacallits. What do they look like? They look like...
Shrimp?
No.
Crabs?
No. Roaches. They look like roaches, and so she can't unsee that. God. And once she said, it's so true. It's a swamp.
They do not. They have like the long antennas.
It's a swamp roach. The body is a swamp roach. Yeah. And then here, because they come out of the swamp.
Did you look that up? Did they really call it a roach?
No, but it looks like. After she said that, I was like, oh my God, she's absolutely right.
Why would you? That just ruined it. Well, I don't eat them anymore.
What the fuck are you eating crawfish?
I don't. They were at our wedding though. Remember, they were on the plates.
What you had was something huge. You had big ones, so I was playing with them.
Yeah,
and if crawfish come that big, I was like moving the little things around. So if that was the crawfish we had were like roach size. They were like the biggest one might have been like maybe 3 inches, maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever you had was like they were like mini lobsters.
Yeah, we had like Creole food at our wedding with one of the choices.
I forgot how much I love it. I mean, I just fucking love Creole food, all of it. Like
I don't think it's real healthy for you.
No. So Michelle's telling us to go get Cracklins, right? We're in Baton Rouge. Cracklins. And so
tell them what Cracklins
which is basically it's like fried lard from the pig. Because back in the day, no piece of that animal went unused.
Yeah, but I would use the lard to bake with. I'm certainly not frying it up.
So then I was like, well, I need some cracklings because I don't know them. And once I had them, I have had them before, and I can't remember where or when I've had them.
With Dad?
But I probably like a family reunion or something. Like, because Dad was like, oh yeah, so and so used to make them. So I've had them, but they had them at the one restaurant we were at. So I was like, we'll have the cracklings. We had the crawfish pie. Oh, it was so good. The gumbo. I mean, I had the gumbo like every day.
I love a good gumbo. Did it have okra in it? Do you know what okra is?
I know what fucking okra is. The gumbo did not have okra in it. The gumbo was like the brown gravy with the shrimp.
Right.
Sometimes they had seafood, and sometimes they had chicken, and sometimes they had it mixed.
Well, there was this.
But we had greens. We had collard greens. Oh my god, they're
I'm
amazing.
not a collard greens fan.
They're baked with ham. They taste like ham.
There was a Cajun Creole restaurant in Philadelphia when I first moved here called Magnolia Cafe.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Oh, that was
and
good.
And they had what were we just talking about?
Crawfish?
No, they had
okra.
gumbo. They had gumbo, and it had okra in it. It did not have. It was more of like soup consistency.
Yeah, it's
a
like a
bit.
soup with some rice in it.
Yeah, but it had okra, and I like it.
Well, we had so much good food, and Michelle made this fucking seafood casserole. I had to stop myself from a third serving because look, I fucking thought about it.
What was in it?
It was like a creamy pasta with seafood and shrimp in it. Oh my god, it was so amazing. It was so amazing.
If I lived down there, I'd be three times the size I am.
I'd be like 3,000 pounds. I mean, I'd be fucking dead.
Well, they don't even do. It's not even about the desserts down there, right? Like it's.
Oh no, the fucking pecan pie, and I had it as often
like
as I could.
Pie.
Look, I had it as often as I could.
And what did Mom bring home?
Oh, we had a pistachio fucking butter cake. Sweet mother of Christ. Oh my god, it's so good. It was so good.
Was that in a restaurant?
Yeah, it was at the estate that we were at, and because we went from saying no dessert, and the waitress was like, "Oh, you need to have dessert." Like, okay, we'll look at the menu. So it went from then we're gonna have 2 desserts and share them between 4 of us, and the next thing you know, we're all getting a fucking dessert and we're sharing. So it was the pistachio butter cake, bread pudding, creme brulee.
I love a good bread pudding. Was it banana bread pudding?
No.
God, now I'm really hungry.
And then I had bananas Foster at the buffet. If that is that just the bananas that are like soaked in sugary something.
And then they're supposed to lay it on fire.
No, these were just like soaked, semi-fried, cooked something bananas in some kind of
We
sugary
had those at my wedding too. We had bananas Foster at my wedding.
Oh, so good.
Which I don't remember.
I don't remember what the fourth. There was the butter cake, the creme brulee,
pecan pie,
and the bread pudding, and there was a fourth one which right now I can't. Oh my god, it was a cannoli. It was a some kind of not a cannoli like we have. It was a different kind of cannoli. I forget what was in it because it was a bitch to cut up and share.
Did you have bananas?
Praline cannoli.
Oh, Mom!
Oh my god!
That's what I couldn't think of the name. The candy. She brought home pralines.
I kept calling them pralines. I was correct.
I think I call them pralines. But
in Pennsylvania, we call them pralines.
Pralines. They're really good. It has pecans in it. It's like literally just like I thought it was harder.
It's
like
a soft peanut brittle.
Toffee. Yeah, it's not hard.
Like
it's
thick
like
peanut
soft.
Brittle, but soft.
It's like butter and sugar.
Melt in your mouth.
It's like butter, sugar, and nuts in it.
And it's pecans. But yeah, so here,
pecans.
Here we call them pralines, but it is pralines.
Did you have a po' boy?
We had a couple. We shared them.
Now, what isn't a po' boy? I really should have gone on this trip.
Basically, a po' boy is what we call a grinder or a hot sandwich. Although I also think make them cold. A hoagie, I think.
So what do they put in it?
Anything.
I thought they were hot. A hot sandwich.
So when I was there last time, I had a cold one, and it was like a ham salad or something.
Oh, well this then shit, that's nothing new.
I mean, it's Dad had oysters. No, they weren't bad because then. So the second day we were there,
I don't eat oysters.
Joe and I ordered a shrimp po' boy to share because we also got the gumbo to share. Good. And then she said, "Well, you can do." Then she said you could do part shrimp, like half shrimp and half oysters. So we're like, "We'll do half shrimp." And I thought it would kind of mix, but it wasn't. So
were those as expensive as the lobster roll?
Cheaper than the lobster roll.
Okay.
Cheaper than the lobster roll.
Because I was under the understanding lobster rolls are going to be inexpensive, like a sandwich, and they were not. They were like a.
That's all lobster.
No, I know. That's the best thing about it up there in New England. But I was a little taken aback by the price.
Yeah,
but it makes sense now that I've eaten them.
Buying it like the pound. I mean, it's.
Yeah,
I know I want a lobster roll.
And there was not
I need to look up. There must be a good like Cajun Creole restaurant in this city because I want gumbo more often. That's the last thing I need. Fried catfish for breakfast.
Oh catfish! God. I don't eat catfish because I saw them in a
It looks like
river
chicken
a river
tenders.
once. No, I saw them in a river once with their things and their like bottom feeders and who knows what's in the.
Thank you for ruining catfish for me.
Oh, I told Dad and I didn't ruin it for him. Did he get that blackened? Do you have anything blackened?
You know, I didn't see blackened catfish on any of
chicken?
the menus. We got a lot of fish and seafood. I had a shrimp fettuccine. No, crawfish fettuccine.
Oh,
The one night. Oh my God.
that sounds good. I'm so
And I did not tear it apart though. There was one that came on it. I'm like, I'm not. It was a nice restaurant. I'm like, I'm not fiddling with this thing. I mean, they had them in there, like we would have shrimp, but then it was like one on the side.
Right.
I'm like, I'm
They
so
always do
weak.
it. It's like decoration at my wedding. They put it on top of the food.
I don't like to have to work for my food that way
No.
too much.
Especially when I'm in a restaurant and I'm dressed nicely. I mean, when we were doing those crab legs in Maryland, Nancy and I slipped my thumb, like we had butter all over us. We had butter dripping down our arms. I mean, you go in.
The one night we were at dinner and we're at a nice place, right? A nice place. And this guy has, all of a sudden he has a bib. And I'm looking around like, the fuck was on the menu? What the guy needs a bib? So I asked the waiter, I'm like, what's he about to eat? Why does he have a bib? And he said,
Did they say mind your own business?
Peel and eat shrimp that he ordered. So they give you a bib for that. I'm like, okay. So our last morning there, we were going on the swamp tour to see the alligators later. And we were at this fucking buffet. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was like a hot side and a cold side. You just wanted like everything. It was just,
And it wasn't just breakfast foods?
no, because they had like pasta and stuff. It was it was brunch, but yeah, they had they do a dinner buffet too. I was like, next time I go back, I'm gonna try the dinner one because I only imagine.
Was it in the hotel?
No,
Oh, okay.
it was a Court of Two Sisters around the corner with live jazz. It was fantastic. I had a Bloody Mary with a nice pickled green bean. It was
Did
really
they bring
good.
the salad with the?
No, it was the only Bloody Mary I had while we were there, just because it just.
Did you have a hurricane?
I don't like them. I got violently ill off of them when I was there last time.
Did Mom have a hurricane?
We did not go to. No, they had served them at all the restaurants, but no.
What's the name of the restaurant that serves them down there?
Pat O'Brien's.
Pat O'Brien's. Did you go to Pat O'Brien's?
No, I'm telling you, Bourbon Street was a fucking nightmare. I mean, it was not easy to navigate with all the people.
Right.
It was not. It was very loud. It was not. It was for the young folk. It really was not for us. But they had peel and eat shrimp, and I really wanted some. But then I was like, that'll stay with you all day. Like I can't be going like near alligators, and I like smell like shrimp.
Oh, you think they're gonna crawl up?
I don't look.
What did you learn about the alligators? And I want to find a picture of
That they're dormant during the winter. Because I'm like, do they hibernate? They're dormant. So they just like go lay somewhere, I guess, for the winter. And then they come out and they're like, they live off of the little bit of fat they store in their tail. And then they come out and then they eat like the 15-foot one that we saw, whose name was Winky. They named it.
Does it have like one eye or something?
Like
Like where?
Winky, I think was the name. They
Wink
called
at
it.
you?
Like, I don't know.
Winks at you before he bites you.
It was hard to understand the guy. They don't bother you. You leave them alone. They'll leave you alone.
Oh bullshit! You fall in there and it's gonna get
Well,
you.
I kind of wondered about that. Like,
I
I don't
mean,
want to
what
fucking
about
fall
that-
in because they were swimming in the water.
What about that child that fell in Florida someplace and the alligator got him?
Especially if they're small. Right? And you also have to be careful if it's like mating season. Or
No,
whatever. It can be more
fuck
aggressive
that.
other
It's
times.
just like any wild animal. It's gonna get you.
But if you just put your finger underneath their chin,
Yeah, because that's
like
what
and
I'm
hold
gonna do.
one leg,
That's
they
what I'm
can't.
gonna do.
They can't open it.
So if I ever find myself,
But
in
if it clamps down on your arm, like you're probably gonna die. And you said also get a tetanus. Like you'd be like, I'm not gonna die. But you said
shouldn't
get
you
a
get
tetanus.
a tetanus if you get any wild animal bite?
I think so, or rabies shots. I don't know.
Right,
Look.
I thought it was rabies, but
So Winky was eating a 5-foot alligator.
I don't need reptiles. Is that a reptile or an amphibian? I don't need either.
If he covered that, I don't remember. But there was a house in the swamp.
Oh,
This woman lived there until a few years ago.
I heard about this. She made it through Hurricane Katrina?
She passed away and left it to the church or something like that. And then a man and his daughter were living there, but it flooded a couple of times.
Well, I mean, it's
But,
right on the
it's
water.
It's in the swamp.
Yeah, I mean, there's
And I
water
just
like
kept thinking,
around
like,
it.
how do you do you build on top of a raft? Like, I don't understand how it's like.
Well, you don't have a
I
basement.
mean, maybe there was some solid land. Look, it was fascinating because I just thought, and all I could think about, like the book where the crawdads sing. That's all I could think about. Like the girl living out, like just like that,
Right.
like in a swamp house. Like,
I haven't read that book, although I have it at
Are
home.
you serious?
I know.
Oh my
But
God, I read it in like 2 days.
It makes me
So
think
good.
of that movie with Adam Sandler where he's living in the bayou. His mama, they're living like out in the swamp. God, what is that
I don't
movie? He
know.
played football? Waterboy? Waterboy.
I have no idea. Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He has a Cajun accent there. It's hysterical movie. And I also
I've
think of
never
Forrest
seen it.
Gump when I think of.
Well, yeah, they had old shrimping boats, and all I could do was like picture him like Lieutenant Dan and like waving like on the shrimp boat. Oh my God! And I wanted to take a picture. And
Did
send it
they
to my
film
friend.
it there? Or did it even take place in New Orleans? I don't know. They just talk about shrimp, and
It could have been Alabama. I think they were in Alabama.
Oh, I guess Alabama.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know. Now I'm cold. The heater did shut off, fucker.
It's on and off though.
Anyway, speaking of on and off, okay, look, we're in an hour. We gotta go. 59 minutes, 23 seconds. Or whatever.
Now I'm hungry.
I know I'm starving. I want detox from like all the good food. Like I want all the things.
Do they eat salads down there?
Yeah, we finally had to break down and get some salad. I mean, we didn't, like Michelle was apologizing. She's like, I don't have a single green vegetable. I'm so sorry. But like she said, vegetables are vegetables. You can get them anywhere. Like she had all the good food.
Right.
She made the casserole the one night. The night before she had gumbo. She had jambalaya. She had
oh God, I'm so hungry.
A homemade potato salad. I don't even like potato salad.
Oh, I love
her potato salad. Oh my God, her potato salad was good.
Was it spicy?
No. It was beautiful too. She had sliced hard-boiled eggs down it like a lovely. It was lovely. It was lovely. It was so good. And then she had Cane's fried chicken because it's from
Louisiana.
It's from there. It's from Baton Rouge. It was good.
My son Patrick loves.
And then I had dessert.
What'd she have for dessert? Oh, the king cake.
No, the king cake was the second night. The first night she had little a bunch of little things cut into like little squares.
Had-fours?
No, like little cakes and stuff that were just cut.
Did you have beignet? When we're on the topic
we had
of food,
beignets.
What is a beignet? It's like
beignet,
fried dough?
It's like a funnel cake.
Oh.
And they come looking kind of like a funnel cake in like fingers.
I thought they were like squares.
Ours were like triangular square type things. Similar to a funnel cake. And if you've never had a funnel cake, I don't know look, it's fucking good. They were good.
They have them at carnivals and
covered in powdered
fairs
sugar.
And
they were very
here.
good. And we were going to go to Cafe Du Monde, which I've been to and Mom and Dad have been to. Joe had not been. But we're more of a savory breakfast, not a sweet breakfast type thing. So they surprisingly did not have them at the breakfast buffet. Then I saw some fucking biscuits go out, and I had to hail the waitress over. And it's because she came over and said, "What can I get for you?" I'm like, "We saw biscuits go by."
Oh my God.
She's like, "I'll bring them right to you." So she brings over 4 biscuits.
Why didn't she bring them to you in the first place?
So then I was like, "Are you hiding anything else in that kitchen we need to know about?" She's like, "No, that's it." And then she's like, "Do you need anything else?" I'm like, "You need to bring the check before I eat anything else." She's like, "Girl, that's what you're here for. You eat." I'm like, "No, I can't eat anymore. I can't."
I'm so mad.
If we were not going on the swamp tour, I absolutely probably would have eaten more and then gone back to the hotel and had a little lay down. Just to like, I was sitting there literally, I was like, this is when I wish I still smoked. Go out and have a quick puff of a smoke, and that nicotine, whatever it does, it helps digest the food quickly. It like makes room for more. I mean, I was like, I would go out and have a smoke right now. Like, if it wouldn't make me sick, but also just to like make way for like
such a healthy lifestyle over there.
Right? And I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm healthy all the time. So finally, the one night, I said to Joe, like, we gotta split a fucking salad. Like, we have got to have the side salad. I need a vegetable. I mean, it had been days. I mean, like
a week.
Because I mean, here we have a protein and we have vegetable. That is our meal, like every day. No carbs. Here, fuck the carbs or fuck the veggies. I want the carbs. I want all the good food that we don't get at home, that I don't cook. I don't know of a restaurant that serves it. So I want crawfish fritters, and I want, boudin, which is like fried sausage bites. Which here I am like
boudin. They have those.
We'll have the boudin.
That's Canadian. It's French Canadian.
Boudin. Boudin.
Oh well, in Canada they spell it with a P. The
boudin. Look, I'm not going to argue.
They have it in Quebec.
The waitress, the one night we went back to the hotel, and Joe and I decided we're gonna go back out. So we got an Uber and went to this other very shady place. The bathroom was. Some of these bars are very suspect, but god damn it, if they have great beer lists.
Well, they should have a
and
better bathroom.
And the Louisiana beer was okay. There's a bunch of beer. We went to a brewery the one day, and had some snacks and tried the local beer.
It's called poutine, Canadian poutine.
No, that's French fries.
Oh,
I'm talking about boudin, which is, I said a minute ago, fried sausage balls. Listen. Fried sausage balls are not the same as French fries.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
With gravy on them, right? Boudin, not Bowden, as I pronounce it.
So what's it called? What's a fried what?
Jesus, B-O-U.
Wait, no, fried what? What was a fried? What is it? A fried?
It's like fried sausage ball.
Okay.
Boudin is some kind of sausage, I guess. We had boudin balls. I don't know.
Fried ball. You got fried balls.
It's with the crawfish balls, and we had the boudin. Type in boudin and see.
Why does everything have to be?
Just type in fucking boudin.
No, I just typed in fried balls.
You can fry a ball of anything. Crab. Spinach, cheese.
What are fried calf balls called?
I can't. Okay, we're going off the rails now. Now we gotta go.
Wait, where did that
stop Googling balls. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so some good eats, some things that were new that I had never tried, like the boudin. Some things that Joe had never had
How many
before.
times can you say boudin?
Boudin. Anyway, Christ.
Oh, here, it comes right up under food.
Well, now that I said it 16 times, your phone's listening to me.
You're right. Oh, yeah. Oh.
It's sausage.
I know, but I don't like the way that looks. It's not a ball either. It's a sausage.
We have boudin balls, for the love of fucking Christ and all the toilet in this world. Like a fucking crab ball, but a fucking boudin ball.
There's the boudin. There's the boudin ball.
Jesus Christ.
Boudin is a Cajun sausage typically eaten on the go and is made by stuffing casing with a cooked mixture of pork, rice, and seasonings. The filling is often squeezed directly in the mouth from the casing.
Oh, we did not eat it in that fashion.
Variations: boudin noir, also known as blood pudding. It contains pork. I can't even.
Stop. You gotta stop. Sorry,
They have
George.
crawfish boudin. Is that what you had?
We have just fucking boudin.
This is an educational show. I'm providing them
Made
with
from the
education.
fucking pork sausage.
I'm providing education.
Meanwhile, I'm determined that I'm going to learn how to make
beignets.
No, collard greens.
Oh.
So I looked it up yesterday. It requires the crock pot. It requires a ham hock. Where does one go to acquire a ham hock?
Ask
the
Dad.
Grocery store?
Yeah, the grocery store. But ask
you
Dad.
have to go to the counter and like ask for.
Yeah,
can I
Dad might
a
have
ham
one in the
hock?
freezer.
I need a ham hock. I need collard greens. I need chicken broth and salt and pepper.
Yeah.
And I don't care how.
Do you let it cook all day?
A few hours. I love collard greens, and when I can get real ones that are good, that might have been the highlight of my meal. Like while I was there, like the collard greens.
Did you have
and the gumbo?
Did you have any spam
and the
down there?
Pie. I did not have spam.
Spam?
Spam is not a Louisiana thing.
No, but it's like a Southern thing. Somebody told me, so I'm just trying to find out if that's true.
I didn't see spam on any form of menu at all.
Well, that's good.
At all. The pecan pies that I had though, as I knew they would be. I mean, like the bourbon pecan pie. Oh my god!
It's just,
and the one night, so they had a special.
It's just like sugar and brown. It's like brown sugar and butter.
I told Mom, like, you need to up your game.
Oh. Well, she makes a pecan
Mom
pie
makes
at Christmas.
a good one, but I was like, you need to up your game a little bit.
I don't like it.
I mean, these were like really thick. I had one that was like super thick.
Is it like
too.
the shoe fly pie
and
that we like, where it's really moist and like heavy and gooey?
It's total goo. It's total fucking goo.
I love a good shoe fly pie.
I need a goo.
God, I haven't had one in years. A shoe fly pie by the Amish with the.
Now, those of you like, what the fuck is a shoe fly pie?
It's not flies.
It's a molasses cake. It can be dry or moist.
The moist is better.
It's a Pennsylvania. I don't know if it's just
Pennsylvania
It's an Amish thing anyway.
Pennsylvania Dutch.
We've had them from the Amish.
It has like goop of molasses and something out down at the bottom. It's usually in a pie dish, and then there's like crumbled sugar and
what the fuck
flour and something else.
Now I want shoe fly pie.
Yeah.
I'd rather have pecan pie
in
though.
a long time.
And shoe fly pie is more of a cake than it is.
It's done in a pie dish traditionally, but it is more of a cake than it is a pie. But they put it in a pie.
We had fried livers one night, but they were not as good. I know you like the fried chicken. The fried chicken livers from the Amish. Oh my god, they're good. So unhealthy. But I thought it depends on what region you're into. Michelle said, like for the cracklins. Someone was talking about chitlins.
What's the difference between a chitlin and a cracklin?
A chitlin is a form. Cracklin is fried fat.
Right.
A chicklin is, I think, a form of like fried chicken. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, well, I'll look that up. So here's the shoe fly pie, which right on there says it's a Pennsylvania Dutch thing, but it is damn good. The two main types.
Mom's was more cakey.
They have a wet bottom and a dry bottom. Wet
Mom's
bottom,
a dry bottom
has a gooey molasses filling that soaks into the crumb bottom. Okay, what am I looking
at? I had a wet
up?
bottom in New Orleans.
Of course you did. It's so fucking hot. What am I looking up? You just spaced out. You're like, look that up.
I was thinking something.
What were we just talking about?
Chitlins.
Oh.
I meant to do a shout out to. We had a comment from your handle, Sesame. I'm going with Sesame. Said that she was having a bad cold, and we made her feel better. And I hope that you're feeling better. And I'm glad that our shenanigans and our crass mouths could say that fast. Crass mouths. Wow, that was
come out bad.
That's like a fucking mouthful. Crass mouths. Try it. Say it.
No.
Crass mouth.
Crass mouth. No.
It's hard to say.
I can't even get it out.
I hope you're feeling better.
I have my own motor planning mouth problem.
What is chitlin?
Chitlins are cooked small intestines of pigs.
Oh, not chicken.
And I didn't think so, but I didn't want to say that in case I was really wrong and then you'd hit me. So, cooked small intestines of pigs and are a Southern American dish.
I heard someone talking about going somewhere to get chitlins, and then I thought in my mind, I'm like, is it similar to? Is it like fried chicken?
They are often boiled, fried, or stuffed, and are typically served with hot sauce and apple cider vinegar.
I would totally try them just because.
It says how they taste: savory with a rubbery texture.
Oh, maybe not. Can't do the rubbery texture.
Serve with hot sauce, apple cider vinegar, spaghetti, or turnip greens. You're serving it with spaghetti? They're especially popular for holidays, but can be eaten year-round. It says to wash the chitlings thoroughly.
Okay, let's not talk about chitlins. We're done. No more chitlins. Okay. George, I apologize. I'm sure you are horrified, and I am sorry.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, George. That's just part of the show. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, sorry for the brain fart. Look, I need some sleep. I need to catch up on my sleep.
We have a bunch of stuff to talk about next week.
We do.
Okay.
I don't know what, but we do.
I have some stuff.
Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in to episode 70. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Have a good one.